Okay, so I have here, this is my diary that I kept all throughout 2016. It's got a lot of stuff in it, but there is this one entry that I think pretty much sums up the way that I was feeling for a lot of 2016. I am a superb actor. Not really. But I do know how to convince my brain that I'm higher in life. I know how to convince myself that I'm satisfied and that I'm happy. But happiness is transient and fleeting. Euphoria comes in moments, and all I can do is to remember those euphoric moments and capture them in my mind. I have to remember that not everything has to be captured in a video. It's so hard for me to comprehend. I don't fully understand it myself. I'm caught in a constant dispersed dipole. I'm torn between wanting to experience everything unfiltered and raw and to store it simply in my mind, even if I don't remember it in the future. But I'm torn between this and wanting to constantly whip out my camera, film everything, and preserve it in a material file, because although it may detract from a moment, it preserves it for a lifetime. And my future self can look back and remember the happiness that I felt, even though not in its full glory. The pursuit of happiness is like a drug, and I'm so addicted. Each time I have it, I realize how much I want it. I lust for it. I feel an unquenchable greed for more. But the thing is it a good or bad thing to constantly be pursuing happiness? I've mastered the art of letting go of the past, of preserving it in photos and videos, but not getting bogged down by mistakes that I've made. But now I feel like I might be too obsessed with the future. I find myself looking to the end of the day, the end of the week, the end of the year, until it's all a blur and I lose track of everything, and I realize that perhaps the earth is spinning a little faster because moments that I vowed to savor seem so far gone past. And I feel the urge to search for the next thing to look forward to, the next reason to live for. I hope for better times. I write letters to my future self, hoping that I've achieved my hopes and dreams. But my present? I don't even know if it exists. The present is the most absolutely fleeting moment in time. By the time you say the word the present, the word will already have been in the past. Nearly everything is in the past. The words that you hear, the sights you see, even the taste of things and the feel of objects and pain are perceived slightly after they are felt in real life. I guess you could say that one of the only things that you experience in the present are emotions, because of the fact that they are a response to what you sense. And they occur in your brain at the center of where the present is perceived. And that's why emotion is so darn important. Never underestimate its power, and the importance of embracing, reading, and learning from them. Like a certain someone once said, every emotion is your muse. Each spark of feeling, whether it be sadness or immeasurable joy or an indefinite mixture lying in between both, each emotion defines your mind and should never be hidden or ignored. So thus, I can't stress how important I believe it is to begin to strive to understand yourself. Your strengths, your weaknesses, can all be exploited to make your own life better, or at least a little bit clearer. To 2016. You brought me mirth, sadness, confusion. You were an unpredictable roller coaster that showed me how suddenly things can change and how important it is to appreciate what's in front of you. Me and my friends all agreed that you weren't the best, but honestly, I think that we were just blinded by recent events. Looking back on the days captured on camera as I sift through hours of footage, I realize how incredible you really were. Although I've cried more than I ever had this year, and I've felt feelings of hopelessness that I've always thought I'd be able to avoid, 2016 also brought me some of my proudest moments. It was an age of discovery of myself, and others, and the world around me especially. This year, I strived to consciously become more aware of the world around me. And this was so amazing. I learned to let go a little. I realized the small amount of time I have to be a teenager, and I decided to grasp more opportunities, have more fun, help others to do so too. I invested more in my relationships. I told the people that I loved just how much I loved them, and I aspired to be more like the people that I admired. So I guess that opening myself up to the world like this made me vulnerable to the bad stuff too. Because although 2016 held some of my greatest triumphs and was a year of endless life lessons and realizations, it also held some of my lowest moments. Fights with family and close friends, feelings of doubt in myself and loneliness. Because with my quest for complete self-awareness and the information that this has granted me, it's also opened my eyes to many things that I was once too carefree and oblivious to realize. But I guess this whole process is called growing up. And like Dan Brown said in Angels and Demons, everything is created in opposing pairs. Protons and electrons, light and dark, heaven and hell. So there can't be a whole world of amazing experiences without there being some horrible experiences to even it out. For the world in general, 2016 sucked in many ways. The beautiful celebrities that passed, the threat of ISIS and its implications, Donald Trump, racism, misogyny, the list goes on. But I reckon that this, together with all the suckish petty things of 2016, just taught us that we owe it to ourselves and to all these people that we should embrace change. So, thank you, 2016, and thank you for shaping me into a little bit more of the person that I wanted to become, even if it's not exactly how I expected it to be. And bring it on, 2017!